Hi, I'm Kristin Olson. Welcome to YogaU. Today we're going to do a tutorial on Revolved Half Moon, Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. So first we're going to do it at the wall because the wall really gives us a better sense of our alignment and where we are in space. And then we're going to try to recreate the same pose away from the wall. So when we use the wall, we're going to measure our legs distance away using the strap. So you can set up with your feet right at the wall and then slide the strap underneath your sit bones. Okay, so it takes a little wiggling to get it there, and then maybe lift up and just make sure it's under both sit bones. Okay, once you have that, you can turn around, and you'll want 2 blocks as well, so you can place them about a foot in front of the strap. Once you're here, you'll take the arch of the foot to the strap, and then take your left leg up the wall. Now and then you want to just make sure that the wrists are pretty much under the shoulders so you feel the most balanced. For most of us, when we take the leg up the wall, 2 things happen. If you're more flexible, you tend to lift your leg too high, which you can see in my standing leg causes me to lean towards the wall. I'm not stacked hip over knee over ankle. So you want to lower the leg. The second thing that happens is the toes turn out. So peek under your pelvis and make sure that your second and third toes are pointing straight down toward the floor. And then you want to invigorate the left leg. So you're squeezing the left quadricep so there's no sagging. The left thigh bone is lifting up toward the ceiling. Then take your right hand into your right hip crease and press your right hip back toward the wall. As soon as you do that, you'll probably notice the left leg slacks again. So keep lifting your left leg and pinning the right hip back. Now pull your chest forward so you're trying to create a straight line from the left heel to the crown of the head. And then from there, lift the right arm up and come into the pose. So when you lift the right arm up, again, the left leg wants to slack. So keep lifting your left leg, squeeze the left quadricep, press the right hip back, pull the chest forward, and rotate open. And take another breath here, and then release the right hand down. Take your left foot, the arch of the foot comes to the strap. Okay, so hopefully what you just felt was a little bit different than what you might feel in the center of the room. And of course, the longer you hold it, the more those sensations become apparent. Okay, we'll take the right leg up the wall. Make sure it's just hip height. Okay, so if you have to look under your pelvis to find your foot, you've lifted your leg too high. Okay, you should be able to see most of your foot without having to really strain. And then lift the right leg up a little more, squeeze the right quadricep, tuck the left thumb into the hip crease, press the left hip back so that you feel your left waist lengthening. Then pull the chest forward, rotate open, take the left arm up. Okay, so when you take the left arm up, the right side tends to drop. So keep lifting the right thigh bone, keep pressing the heel into the wall, pull your chest forward, and rotate open. Take 3 more cycles of breath, lengthening with the inhales, rotating with the exhales. 1 more breath, and then take your left hand down, release the right foot off the wall. Okay, so now we're going to try to do that same thing without using the wall. So when you're not using the wall, for me, it's the back leg that I tend to lose. So when we come into the twist, notice if your back leg, your lifted leg, drops, and see if you can lift it a little bit higher. Okay, so we'll slide the strap out of the way. And then just move the blocks a little bit closer to the front edge of the mat so that when you lift your leg, you're not going to hit the wall. And you can start in this sort of Ardha Uttanasana position. Keep the right foot down. Lift your left leg up. Okay, so you don't have the wall as feedback anymore, but keep pressing your left heel into an imaginary wall. And lift the left thigh bone. Then pin the right hip back. Inevitably, when you pin the right hip back, the body finds an exit route, and that's the left leg dropping. So lift the left leg and press your right hip back. Keep those 2 actions, then pull your chest forward. And then when you're ready, the right arm lifts up. right? So because I'm a little bit taller, I like the block on the highest level, but I also like to try to keep the spine level. And you can see if I took my hand to the floor, which my hamstrings will allow, I'm sort of tipping over. Okay, so you decide whether it feels better for you, but just remember that one's not better than the other to have the hand on the block or the hand on the floor. Okay, take another breath. And then release the hand to the block or the floor. Left foot comes down. Okay, now we'll keep the left foot where it is. And try to start with the length in the spine. Okay, so the sternum's pulling forward. Without losing that, take the right leg up. Okay, reach the right heel into that imaginary wall. Notice if your left waist has shrunk. I know mine has. So pin the left hip back. Pull your chest forward. Without letting the right leg drop, without letting your left waist shrink, take the left arm out to the side and come into your twist. Right? And the right leg really wants to drop, so we have to work hard to keep it lifted. And the left waist wants to shrink, so we have to work hard to press it back. Right? So hopefully it's become very evident that the pose is far more than about just lifting the right leg and the left arm. Okay, take the left hand to the block or the floor. The right leg comes down. And that's that. Thank you.